Hey guys, this is Kaizen here, and today I'm going to show you a fantastic way to mine for diamonds. Now this way will get you a lot more diamonds than just the normal strip mining method, and it's proven to work. I've used this now for over a year to make sure that it works, because when I first found it I was like, maybe I'm just getting lucky, because basically I found this from being a manager on servers where people were x-raying, and I figured, well, I can kind of spot some patterns here in the way that people x-ray to mine for diamonds, in the way that these diamonds are spawning in the world, and I found a way that is not cheating to use this in vanilla Minecraft. You can do this on any server. It is not illegal, it is not bad, but it will get you a lot of diamonds and fast, which is awesome and can be very useful. So let's jump straight into how that happens. First thing you'll want to do, get yourself down, if we put up our coordinates here, to Y11 or 12. Either one of those is absolutely fine, but those are the two best levels to be at when mining for diamond. Personally, I like 11. Now you're going to strip mine, and you're going to do that until you find diamonds. So far, there's nothing new, I understand that, but here's where it starts to get interesting. So, we know that there's diamonds here, okay, and if we mine into these, you can see there's a vein of diamonds right there. That's where they were. Now, diamonds will not continue to spawn. If we keep going in this direction, we're going to be there a long while, which I was. So I went down there, had a look, didn't find any for ages, just to confirm that this works. So what we want to do is start going back on ourselves. So normally you'd stop your tunnel here when you find the diamonds, turn back around, and you're going to use the torches that you've placed to light as markers. Now you place these torches kind of semi-randomly just to keep the tunnel lit up. You don't place them like every 8 blocks or something, right? So this works to help randomize slightly. But what you're going to do is go, okay, so there was diamonds here. So now I'm going to go up to about here and I'm going to start mining. Now, a couple of things to say. First of all, I like to do this at the start of my mine, so I'm going to strip mine in that direction. But a little thing there so that when you come back, you can remember which way you're going next, because for this method to work, we're going to keep going back on ourselves until we get to the start of the tunnel, and we're going to mine left and right, round and round, and I'm going to explain how that works in a second. What I'm going to do now is just mine out some blocks here, count how many blocks it takes me to find my next set of diamonds, and I'll obviously fast forward through that so you guys don't have to watch it, and then I'll bring you guys back in to stage 2 of this method. So, here we go. Okay guys, here we are. So here's the diamonds, there's the tunnel along that way, and we found these after mining just under 260 blocks. So that's pretty good, because normally you'd have to mine 1,000. Now this is the part where it gets interesting. So there's our new vein of diamonds, a good load of diamonds got on there, and of course if you got fortune, we could already be on, 16 or more diamonds quite easily, because I think we must have found, what, like 8 to 10, maybe we could even be on like half a stat by now. Now here's the bit where you have to kind of think about this a little bit. So that's where we found our first diamonds. We've come down there, we've gone that way, and we found some more within a very good amount of blocks as it happens. Now, what we want to do is go, how far is that? Well, that was probably about an average amount we'd expect to mine to get a set of diamonds. So an average amount means that what we want to do now is come down this way, and we're going to mine on the other side of the tunnel. Again, if we stay in this line like this and keep going in this direction, this isn't the most efficient way to do it. Often people will do that. They'll line up their strip mines, so you got a big strip mine this way, and they line them up on either side. In my opinion, that is not the best way to do it. I've found that does not work as well as what this does. So you come back down this way and go in this direction. Now, because that was an average amount, not a short amount, we want to go miss one torch, go to the next torch, and here we go again. So now we're going to do this again, little indent so we know which way we're going, and mine away. So once again, I'm going to strip mine. We're going to see how long it takes us to find diamonds this time, and we're going to bring you guys back in once I found them and explain the next step after that. Okay guys, so we've come across an interesting situation I hoped we would in this video, because I can explain it now by showing you rather than have to just tell you. So at the moment, if we're mining through this, depending on the tools and stuff we have available to us, it gets a bit difficult because you've mined right into this. You've got all this water, the magma and all that sort of stuff, and it just becomes difficult. So what I'd say is we want to turn around at this point. Now I know it's a bit disappointing, you've come all this way, you haven't got any diamonds, but you will of course have got other things in that time. The other thing as well is it is still a bit of a placeholder, because what you're doing is each time you mine and you find a set of diamonds, you're using them as a good gauge as to where the next diamonds are going to be. Now, when you come to a situation like this, where you mine for a very long time in one direction, and you come to an impassable object like that, or you just don't find diamonds or whatever, and you turn back around, the next thing you want to do now is just go one torch down. Okay, so just the next torch, make our next thing, keep that in place there so we know where we're going, and go again. The reason being is because it wasn't on this plane, going down in this direction, for such a long time, that it's probably going to be nearby on the other side. Now, I know this sounds kind of weird, trust me, I get it, but I really have used this method for a really long time and found it to work incredibly well. I discovered this method well over a year ago and thought I was probably just getting lucky, and decided, well, let's keep at it, let's see if it works or not. I've done it for a long time, it does work time and time again, and that's why I'm now sharing it with you guys. I'd love for you guys to go out and try this yourself and let me know down in the comments if you do, and let me know how you go with it. But for now, I'm going to keep going, and we're going to again measure how long it takes us to do that, and at the end of the video you'll get a really good and clear impression as to how this works, and how each time you get those diamonds you get more information that then helps you the next time around. So let me go and find, oh, that's perfect timing, there we go. So let's have a look at where we're at right now. So what's moving here is the Z, so we're at 360, we found diamonds, and you can see that, I mean, that's not a long way to go, guys, to find diamonds, you know. So if we carry on down here now, 360 from about 260, you're looking at about 200 blocks that you've mined to get diamonds there, which is awesome. That's a really good result. So now another average one, 200 blocks. Now we're going to go back 2 torches and about here. There we go. And now we go off in this direction, and you can see there that works. You know, this is just a random world that I've loaded up, random seed and all the rest of it, just to show you guys this. And yeah, as I just was mentioning, it's not the first time I've found that this works. So let me keep going. I'll keep showing you guys this method, and it's kind of a, you know, you do it and you repeat it and you repeat it and you repeat it, and it just seems to work. Of course, you will mine into caves from time to time as well. Gives you opportunity to look at a lot of areas all at once, so I would recommend exploring those when they're at the right Y levels, like they obviously will be when you're strip mining here. But if you don't find anything, you just carry on with this method. There they are again, diamonds. You know, this method, guys, is working so well that I'm not able to cut. Sorry guys, I almost choked on, I don't know, oxygen there, but yeah, I'm not able to really do cuts in between what we're doing here. We found diamonds again. Now, this one here, so we're at 200 right now. Z is 200. If we go down this way, it's 260. So about 120 blocks, and we found diamonds. You know, that's an awesome return. Now, that was quite a short one, right? So what we're going to do this time, when it's a short one like that, is we're going to go a bit further. So 2 would be there. Let's go to the 3rd torch. Now, I'm using torches to give you guys a bit of an idea. If you wanted to come and do it like here or here, you know, it's not going to make a huge difference, but roughly somewhere around the 3rd torch, because we didn't go far in that direction at the last tunnel. We're not going to go, we're going to go further down back towards where we came from before we start mining again. That's how I've been doing it. That's how it seems to work for me. So we'll look up here. If there's anything, obviously, if you find a cave, you're going to go and explore it. So this isn't, you know, cheating or whatever. This is still part of the method. I'm not even going to explore that any further, but I guarantee if you did, you'd probably find some awesome stuff, right? Like, you know, chances are. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep on mining the more difficult way to find these diamonds and just prove to you guys that it works. And at the end, we'll add up all the blocks that we've mined and how many diamonds we've got for that compared to how many we'd expect to get for that on average. Because, yeah, I said about the average, it's about 1,000 blocks that you're going to have to mine to get diamonds. Well, you know, we are smashing that at the moment. It's just awesome. So let's have a look out here. Is there anything going on? Looks like it's not. So we'll carry on down this way. And again, I will keep doing that until I find diamonds, and then I'll bring you guys back in and just explain a couple of other things before we wrap up the video and kind of conclude how this method compares to what you'd expect to do on average. Alright guys, diamonds again. So let's see where we're at now. This is 495. Now this was a longer tunnel, so if we call that about 500, right? And let's go way back here to the start of the tunnel, and you'll see here this is quite a long one. But that's another good thing, because it brings me on to another point here. So let's carry on right the way through. Was that diamonds up there that I missed or something? Nope. Okay, don't know what I saw there. So from about 500 to about 260. That was right, wasn't it? Yeah, so roughly speaking, you're looking at 240 blocks. It's not, you know, hugely terrible or anything. It's just a little bit further than some of the other ones that we've found. So you guys guessed it, on the next tunnel we're just going to go to the next torch and we're going to start in there with that facing the direction we're going. Now if you do get a long tunnel like this, maybe even a bit longer than this, what you can actually do, guys, is use it as the start of your next one of these. So here's your strip mine that we did originally, and of course we went until we found diamonds and then worked our way back in the way that we've been doing. We could do that with this. So that's one thing to bear in mind. Finding a long tunnel isn't always a bad thing, you know, a long tunnel before you hit the diamonds, because it does mean that it's an opportunity then to use that as your next strip mine, because you're going to want to repeat this method. And obviously, you know, there's things you can do, as I mentioned before, things like getting fortune and all the rest of it, to get even more diamonds. So you want to make sure that you're onto that. And once you're doing that with this method, you're going to get so many diamonds that you're going to want to keep doing it. That's what I found in my experience. I'm assuming your guys' experience will be the same. We hope so. And as I say, please do let me know how you get on with that. Of course, this method does not take into account all of the other things that you're finding along the way. Lapis, redstone, gold, iron, coal, even stone. If you've got a big project that needs stone, that can be useful. And of course, the experience levels that you're getting as well from it. So, that's something else that you kind of get as well with doing this. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say you definitely get more gold and redstone and stuff doing this method, because I haven't really tested that. I feel like you definitely do get more diamonds. In terms of the gold, redstone, iron, all that sort of stuff, it would make sense to me that you're going to get about the same as you would with any other sort of method. So it's not exactly like it's a bad thing, but I don't think it's going to be a huge positive either. So same again, guys. I'll do this one last time, and then we'll conclude the episode at the end and see exactly where we're at in terms of us versus the average. And okay, we've hit this. So you know what? We're going to leave it there. Now, we've got a little bit unlucky, because twice now we've banged into an impassable object, which, seriously guys, doesn't happen that often. But I'm going to leave it. I could easily do this video again on a different map where we wouldn't have that, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to oversell this method to you and tell you that it's going to do things that it's not, but, we've done pretty good there. So let's go back upstairs, and we'll conclude now with how we did versus the average. Okay guys, so I'm back at the start, and I've done all the numbers and everything, and basically what we found there was about 4 times the amount of diamonds that we'd expect to find. We found 4 veins in about 860 blocks, give or take. Now, normally you'd expect to find about 1 vein in that many. And, like I said, I do keep finding this, and it almost feels like I'm doing something wrong. Like I've miscalculated or there's something wrong. It just seems to work that well. So I'd really love for you guys to try this out yourselves and let me know. But guys, as far as I can see, as far as I can tell, this really does work. This is a fantastic method for finding diamonds. It plays on the way that they spawn in a Minecraft world, and a lot of it's common sense. You know that if you've ever seen pictures of X-ray, or if you've X-rayed yourself in the past or whatever, that diamonds, if you've got like a block of diamonds here spawned, the next ones, if you've been mining like in this direction, are not going to be closest by going in that direction. An X-ray tunnel doesn't go straight like that. It will come off like this, and it'll go left, or it will go right, and the next ones would be, like around here somewhere. Obviously not at this scale, there'd be more blocks in between them. And then the next ones, there might be like a couple over here and whatever. And at the moment, I've just been experimenting with changing the different Z and X levels. Maybe I could also look into changing Y levels and things with this as well. But I just kind of wanted to get this video out there, get you guys thinking about it, discussing it, having a go at it yourselves, and get some feedback on that. But seriously, guys, I feel like 99.9% certain that this really, really works well, and so I'd love to hear back from you. So guys, I hope this video helped. Please do get in touch with any questions you may have. You can leave me a comment, you can join my Discord, it should be down in the description. But that's going to be it for this video, so I hope this helps. I hope you get loads of diamonds and enjoy your Minecraft experience. And as always, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.